This year on the agenda we have the topic of operationalizing the Firearms protocol in light of new technologies. What we have seen in recent years is that mainly in the illicit manufacturing, but also in the illicit trafficking of firearms, technology has really disrupted and changed the illicit market. So some years ago we were speaking about, for example, 3D printing, and we said yes, 3D printing is an emerging technology which could be exploited for illicit purposes, including to manufacture illicit firearms, for example. But it was still something kind of blurry, like 3D printed firearms were not very reliable, 3D printers were expensive, so we thought this might at some point become a threat. We don't really see it as a threat yet. Numbers of seizures of 3D printed firearms have skyrocketed. We had in Canada, I believe, 600% increase of seizures of 3D printed firearms, and also the quality of these weapons has changed dramatically. They are now very sophisticated, and the question, how can member states effectively address these kind of new technology? What can they do to address new technology in the implementation of the Firearms protocol? Because the protocol was drafted 20 years ago when nobody was speaking about 3D printing. And then the second topic is on criminalization. So basically we will look into the criminal offenses under the Firearms protocol: illicit trafficking, illicit manufacturing, the tampering with markings on firearms, and compare best practices and lessons learned from different countries on how they implement these offenses, and what has worked well basically, and where they also saw maybe that the Firearms protocol didn't go far enough, that additional criminal offenses might be needed in order to really have an effective enforcement regimes.